I killed his dog. Yeah, God, man. I killed his dog. Yeah, God, man. I killed his dog. Yeah, God, man.
Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Little Jackie Paper loved that rascal Puff and brought him strings and sealing wax and other fancy stuff. Oh, Puff the magic dragon.
About to let you in on one of the biggest hoaxes that's ever been done in the metal detecting world. And it's done a great disservice to the metal detecting hobby, and it's had people buy stuff based on a falsehood in nothing more than parlor tricks and voodoo trickeries. And we're going to look at this in detail today, and I'm going to show a video and we're going to analyze it, and I'm going to tell you how I did that trick, or that parlor trick, with a Deus 2, and I'm going to show you the master of trickery, Mr. Paul Warren himself, with the Nexus metal detector. We're going to switch scenes over here, and we're going to check it out, and we're going to analyze his video here today. So you guys stay tuned. All you guys that believe this, well, I'm fixing to give you the eye-opening experience of knowing how this is done and what kind of master trickery this really is. So Mr. Paul has a half penny. He's fixing to cover it up and place it under nails. You guys see all of this? Uh-oh. Watch this big Nexus. One key note. Notice how the Nexus is singing right at the edge of falsing on these nails. Notice that. Pay close attention, guys. I'm fixing to pull the curtain back on the Wizard of Oz, Mr. Paul himself. VCO audio. Uh-oh, wait a minute. You can eliminate the squeak with more discrimination. Why doesn't he eliminate the squeak? Because then it wouldn't do the parlor trick that he's trying to show you guys, to get you guys to spend your money on that metal detector and to promote it as the best unmasking metal detector in the world. Well, it's a parlor trick. You see the Deus 2 pass a very similar test. Well, how can that be? How can it even be close to the great Nexus and Paul, the master magician's detector here? How could that be? You guys seen the test. I just showed it to you. The Deus 2 can do the same thing. Well, we're going to pull the curtain back on the Wizard of Oz, Mr. Paul himself. Hold on. Oh yeah, it's all good, guys. Nothing but iron. Look at that right there. Mr. Paul says later in his videos that the Nexus has to be run at a 12 o'clock disc. Now, I didn't dig that video out, but you go back and you search through his videos, and he's going to tell you that the Nexus disc at 12 o'clock is where it needs to be. Notice where it is right there. What is he doing? Well, he is fine-tuning the Nexus, and analog detectors are very good at this. They have different discrimination circuits. The Tesoro has what, 120, 160, 180. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they have very fine adjustments. And what you do is this. You take a particular set of nails, because all nails are different sizes, different makeup, maybe even different composition. And you take that disc knob and you fine tune it to right where it's right at the edge of the nails. Falsing. You can hear it when he's coming long ways down the nails with a detector. Go back and rewatch the video. It's right just set like a click. Right, if you lowered it a click, they would false completely. You raise it a click and they don't false. Well, what is the trick, Calabash, you say? Well, let me tell you what happens. Detectors have discrimination circuits, and the digital detectors have basically discrimination circuits too. I don't know how they work. I'm not an engineer, but I know the results, and I've spoken with the owner at XP about a year or so ago. Nothing to do pertaining to this video, but some testing that I was doing myself, and I was asking him about these coins and these nails and lowering the disc down, and what was the detector actually seeing? Well, what it is the detector is feeling the coin in the nails. It's shooting the electromagnetic beams out of it. The signature, the electromagnetic signature, when you add the coin under the nails, this is per XP owner. When you add the coin under the nails, it has the same electromagnetic signature as a more difficult nail. So what you're essentially doing with the Nexus, and I've done the same thing with the Deus 2, is I lowered it right down to the edge of where these were falsing. So I clicked it up 1 point because the Deus has a very fine adjustment too. I believe that the Nexus has even a finer adjustment than the Deus 2 because it's analog. And I believe the disc circuit is very just incrementally fine-tuned, and you can program it or set it to each nail. Well, what happens at that point? You put the coin in, it pushes the nail up into a level by a point. I showed you on the ID of the Deus 2. Did you see what the ID was? It was a 1, right? Well, you can see it with a digital detector because it has a VDI screen, and it's telling you that it's not really seeing the coin. This doggone coin ID is at a 90. Why was the signature in the VDI at a 1? Because the detector was electromagnetic signature, and it's the same thing going on with the Nexus, was seeing this as a falsing or a more difficult nail. That is the wizard getting revealed behind the curtain. Now, Mr. Warren is a master at this and has been doing this for years. If you look at his channel, showing the Nexus and how superior it is over all other digital detectors. Well, he's dishonest, and it's shilling, and it's a very bad practice, and he's not the only one. The other dude from Poland is doing it too. I watched his crap, Michael Majkovic, he's doing it too. And it's just a trickery game. I showed you a digital detector doing the same thing. Well, if the Nexus is so great, how did I make the dais so close? It's trickery, guys. Let's watch the rest of his video. Notice that it doesn't even stutter. Notice the detector. That's because the detector is falsing on the nails. Notice this. Trickery at its finest. We're going to nickname you, Paul. You're Puff the Magic Dragon. That is your new nickname, working magic. Add the coin. Oh boy, I got him right here. I'm Puff the Magic Dragon. Watch this, boys. Watch this right here. Spend your $3,000 on this Nexus metal detector because I am the god of metal detectors, Paul Warren from the UK. Dude right here is totally dishonest, man. Totally dishonest. This is a dishonest practice, and it is shameful. It's a very dishonest practice. You guys that support him and believe that crap, you're deceived. And there's other guys that know what he's doing and support it intentionally, and it's about money. It's about selling metal detectors and trying to make metal detector look better than it really is. That is bull crap. That's nothing no more than changing the composition. Notice the disc knob on the metal detector. Take it out in the field and hunt with it like that. You can't do it. You'll dig iron all day long. So, you say, well, Calabash, how do you know? Well, it's very, very easy thing to duplicate. And here's the deal. The disc of 4.2 or 4.3 that I use on the Deus 2 is not a huntable setting. No more. If you take that out, you can hunt with it. Let me rephrase that. You can hunt with a disc of 4.9 on the Deus 2.
Hey, Lenny, yo, bite the fucking gonna bite. Hey, because no. Kamu jauh. Tu wira. Kau boleh lerai ni. Kita pasal. Kau mula. Kita pasal. Tu wira. Ah! Oh boy, matou boy. Maru boy.
Merry New Year!
Happy New Year. In this country, we say Happy New Year.
Ha 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 ha! Thank you for correcting my English, which stinks. I am Nanja Ibuko, exchange student from Cameroon. Ha 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 ha! Beef jerky time. You want some beef jerky?
Oh, please.
There's plenty, you know.
And you could hunt with that setting right there. But what's going to happen? You are going to dig iron all day long. And what the crap? You're going to dig iron all day long. This is nothing more than a parlor trick. And I want to ask you guys this. How many of you guys have bought those metal detectors based on those parlor tricks? And I'm going to leave it at that. Puff the Magic Dragon, he's probably got a few to spend their money. So Keep that in mind as you go from here on out and you're looking at these tests. You better know who you're watching. Check their channel. You know, I understand that some people couldn't know this because they don't test metal detectors. Well, I'm telling you and I'm showing you, it's bull crap. I could duplicate it with the Tesoro right here. It's bull crap. It's non-usable settings in the wild. Paul himself said the disc had to be at 12 o'clock position to hunt in the wild with a nexus. It's bullcrap, guys. Total manipulation, fictional bullcrap. Stay tuned. Oh, I killed his dog. Yeah, God, man.